Step by step, how I built a shower in my van. I started by framing the ceiling with 1x4s and the walls with 2x2s. I started with the right wall and kind of had to makeshift this corner. Then I spent a long time trimming a thin sheet of utility plywood to fit the curvature of the van's wall before nailing it into the frame. I didn't fill much of the shelf, but I made sure the back of it followed the angle of my van's wall and secured it in place with 1x4 furring strips. Before securing the right side of the right wall, I ran and wired my gray tank switch so I can drain my gray water tank from inside my van. Since the left wall is where I ran plumbing for my shower head, sturdiness and grip were far more important than saving space, so I used 1/2-inch birch on both sides of the left shower frame. I then finished the back wall and ceiling with lots of furring strips and thin utility ply. I created the shower ledge with a 2x4 and 1x4 together so it would be thick enough to rest my sliding shower door onto. I made my arch entryway with 1/2-inch birch plywood. It took me some time to get the curve outline just right, then I used a router to shave the curve. I recommend practicing this on a scratch piece of wood first. I waterproofed my walls and ceiling with Aqua Defense and taped the shelf, wall, and shower ledge joints with flashing tape. I cut a Curdy shower pan to size, drilled a 4.5-inch hole in my subfloor and a 3-inch hole through my van's floor. I mixed Curdy all-set mortar and used a trowel to spread it across the floor before securing my shower pan and Curdy drain. Once that was all done, I was ready to apply micro cement. This was about a dozen steps, several days of labor, and not necessarily something I recommend. Once I got through that, I used silicone adhesive to secure LED light strips around the ceiling and shelf. The 2 strips were wired to the same 12-volt switch on the left side of the shower wall. At this point, I was able to install my shower's hardware. I used little blocks of wood on the inside of the wall to secure the fittings. This is the final look, and everything I used for the shower is linked in my bio.